varies, Judy Stewart. Judy, welcome to Lake County Roundtable.
Thank you very much.
I've known Judy for a long time, folks. We've been involved, and I got to be careful because you're a judge, run for judge, and you guys don't get to have any fun at all when it comes to politics, like Donald Trump and Ted Cruz and all these other great races going on. Y'all have to kind of behave and be reserved and all that. I get that. But a fair question I think you can answer is, tell me why in a field with 5 people, and we know Judge Donna Miller, who's been a wonderful judge, is retiring. Why at this time did you decide you want to run for that position?
I think it's a great opportunity. We need more women in leadership, and I'm at that level of my life that I think it's just the next step to go forward and continue to give back to the community.
In regards to that, though, I mean, you're doing that now. You've been an attorney in downtown, right across from Wooten Park. It's easy to find folks, and in the meantime, you're still doing, you're still in the private sector doing that.
Absolutely.
And tell our listeners a little bit what kind of law you practice, and they may need your help right now, so they can get to know you that way.
Well, my practice is primarily criminal law defense and family law. I tell everyone hopefully you don't need my services because it means you've been divorced, you've been arrested, child support, child custody, or divorce. But everyone knows someone who needs it. So I try to help people get through the system the best that I can. I try to stick to those areas because you can either be okay at everything or good at something, and I try to be good at what I do. Plus the law changes so often, you have to keep up with it.
Yeah, unfortunately it does happen, but it's, I'll tell you what's the worst profession than being an attorney in your thing where you're dealing with situations where people make messes in some respects and you're helping them straighten it out and clean it up, being an undertaker. Okay, you don't go out and market that, hey, I want some of y'all to die so I can get you in, so I can make some money, but it happens, tooth decay, it happens. People have to have a dentist, all right? Thank God for dentists, and thank God for lawyers, and thank God for undertakers. But nevertheless, so you've been how long have you been doing this, by the way?
As a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
well, I've been in the legal system since 1988. I've worked for an attorney for 17 years. He encouraged me to go to law school. Didn't go to school typical. I went back to school at 33. I was a single mom for a while. I worked part-time, or full-time while I went to school part-time, then went to law school full-time. So it took me 11 years to get it done. I tell everyone you're never too old. And became an attorney, sworn in 2008, opened my practice in 2009.
So you've kind of worked your way through the thing, and you started, I guess you would say, at the bottom in the legal profession, worked your way on up to where you're at now.
Yeah.
So you got a good perspective overall of, it's not like you went to work for some big shot law firm where you never had to get your hands dirty, right?
Correct. So I have the legal experience. I also have life experience being a single mom, and I did start from the ground up.
I guess, one of the questions I can ask, and it's probably appropriate for you to answer, fortunately, I've been a pretty good boy. I haven't had many experiences in court except some silly, traffic tickets, driving too fast or whatever in my youth. But I remember going to some of these things, and I would see judges that had a temperament where they really wanted to get answers, and they really wanted to, make a decision. And I've seen some where it's like, boom, 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 out of here, don't care, I don't want to hear your story, whatever. And I've been in both of those, and, and so, how would you describe yourself? Are you the type of person that really wants to get to the bottom? And I understand sometimes, and I will be fair to these judges that were kind of like that, sometimes they've heard the same story 5 times that day, and they probably have something that I don't have called discernment and perception, and so they're not going to waste their time on some guy that's trying to buffalo them, you know what I'm saying? But in regards to those that aren't that case, how would you react, you think?
Well, I would want to look at every case as much as I could independently.
Yeah.
It's my belief anybody can be arrested for anything. You can make a mistake. It doesn't make you a bad person. And just because you've been arrested doesn't mean you're guilty. So I would want to look at that case by case and look at the background and try my best, per case.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably, like I said, one of the skill sets of having done this for a few years. Someone that's